Hello everybody, guys, Mac here, and today I'm going to be talking about a few tips for GTA Online and how to make money in GTA Online. So there's going to be a few tips on how to make money and how you can make money and kind of save money in GTA Online as well, and how you can get enough money to purchase some things in GTA Online. So GTA Online is pretty much based off of money. That's, if you want to purchase something, if you want to buy something in GTA Online, you will need money. You also need RP, which I'll have another method coming out about how to make RP, because those are, they kind of go hand in hand in a lot of things, but there are a few other ways that you can make RP, which I will not be talking about in this video, but I will be talking about those in a future video. But some of these still will work if you are just making money. You can also make RP at the same time. Pretty much the best way to make money is missions. Now, if you don't know how to start up missions, basically you want to go to your job list and you want to start up contact missions. You can also request jobs from people like Martin, Gerald, Trevor, people like that. These are probably the easiest way to make money and the fastest way to make money consecutively. There's a few missions in GTA Online, and one thing that you want to keep in mind is whenever you're doing a mission, there's a few factors that go into how much money you will get. In the Flight School update, they changed up how you will get money in GTA Online for missions, and this was August 2014. They made a few changes to missions. So depending on how many people you have in a mission, the more money you'll get. If you do 2 players, you'll get 10% or plus 10% cash. If you have 3 players, you will get plus 20% cash and plus 30% cash if you have 4 players. Also, cash and RP for contact missions have been rebalanced, a lot of contact missions now give out similar money payouts, but there are a few missions that are better than others. So one thing that you also want to keep in mind whenever doing a mission is keep in mind that they say contact missions on the job list. I mean, there's other missions called versus missions that are kind of like missions, but they're versus missions. So you don't get as much money. They're a bit different. You have to have multiple people in them. And it's just, honestly, I mean, those are fun, but they don't give you as much money, as quickly as contact missions. So there's a few contact missions I'd recommend. One is Trash Talk. That's a very good mission. Another one is the Los Santos Connection. Another one is Defender. Another one is Hack and Dash. And there's lots of missions. Most of the missions in GTA Online, if you just join random missions, you'll usually still do good. Another thing that you want to keep in mind is that depending on your rank, that's whenever you'll be able to start up missions. So let's say if you're only rank 15, chances are you're not going to have many Martin Madrazo missions, because those are like very high missions, like level 50, 60, 70, 75, missions like that. But you can get one of your friends or just join random jobs, and you can actually get into contact missions with higher levels. So even if the job says that you have to be a rank 50 and you're not a rank 50, you can still play that job. It's just that you can't go to your job list and start it up because you're not that high of a rank. And of course, a mission from like Martin Madrazo, those will give you more money than a mission from like Gerald or Trevor, but they're mostly similar. So depending on whatever job or whatever contact mission you want to play, then you usually get money. They're kind of repetitive. A lot of missions in GTA Online are kind of repetitive after a while. So if you don't mind just grinding out stuff, then you can do that. Another way, which is a bit more fun, is jobs. Now, what I mean by jobs is races, death matches, LTSs, captures, adversary modes. You have lots of jobs in GTA Online, lots of game modes and stuff that will actually give you quite a bit of money. So, we're talking, you can just join random races, random death matches, random captures, and just have fun. I mean, these are probably the most fun way to make money in GTA Online. And it doesn't get repetitive much because, of course, you have to have other players, which is fun because, it's kind of unpredictable in a way. And just, missions like, or jobs like just death matches and races are very fun. Also, there's a few LTSs that are also pretty fun that will actually give you quite a bit of money. Like snipers versus stunters, snipers versus whatever. I mean, there's lots of LTSs. I don't know how many are on Social Club. So if you want to just find a job, browse the Social Club. There's not too many jobs made just yet, just because PC just came out. But a lot of the jobs that have come out are transferred, so just keep that in mind. but there are some pretty fun jobs to play in GTA Online. Snipers versus Stunters, I mean, if you play lots of rounds of that, which I don't know if there is a job on PC. If I could find one, if I could find like a Snipers vs. Stunters on PC, then I'll definitely link it. But that's a very fun game mode. That will give you about probably $50,000 to $100,000 if you have lots of players. Which, if you put it on for like 7 rounds, pretty nice, pretty nice. Another way is Heist. Heist will give you a lot of money. Now, these are a bit harder. One is you're going to have to be a rank 12 to do a lot of Heist. I think you can actually join in Heist if you aren't a rank 12, but you will actually, if you want to be a leader, then you will actually have to be rank 12, which isn't much. It doesn't take you that long to be rank 12, honestly. Heist, you also need 4 players, and they can be kind of frustrating at times. They're also a bit harder than missions. I mean, you can't really grind them out as well, because you have to do all the setups and all that. But they do give you a lot of money. I mean, if you do a heist, you could probably make, let's say the Humane Labs heist. If you do it with a few friends, you could probably make about $100,000 to maybe $200,000, pretty easily, in about probably an hour or 2, depending on how quick you can do it. Also, whenever you're doing a heist, a leader can also give you, they can take 0% and just give you a lot of money. So, let's say you do the Fleega Bank job, which I believe gives you $130,000 on hard. So if let's say you do that, the leader, let's say they already have money, so they don't want to take any money of the cut. Well, you can kind of make money just because they'll give you $100K for a pretty easy heist. You also get money from setups if you aren't the leader, and just overall you can get lots of money in GTA Online. I have a few other ways to make money in GTA Online. One is more of a way to save money. If you go to a website called lifeinvader.com. Now this is actually a site made by Rockstar, and it's kind of like a Facebook parody kind of website. But if you actually go to the link in the description, it's called lifeinvader.com. Now if you go there, you can actually save quite a bit of 10% up to get free stuff just by stocking all of the companies on Life Invader. So there's Warstock Cash and Carry. You can stock them. You can stock Legendary Motorsport. You can stock Elitist Travel. You can stock quite a few companies in game and quite a few websites. So let's say if you stock Legendary Motorsport on Life Invader, you will actually get 10% discount on your first website purchase. So what this is say you buy the Adder. I'm not gonna suggest buying the Adder just because it's not that great of a supercar. But if you do buy it, and would say you just stock the Legendary Motorsport, well, the Adder is $1 million. But if you stock Legendary Motorsport, you will actually only have to pay $900,000. That's probably the best example because that's pretty much the most expensive car that you can actually store. But this would actually be very nice if you're gonna actually make a huge purchase in GTA Online. Which say you want to buy the Hydra, which is $3 million. Well, go stock Warstock Cash and Carry, and you will get 10% off of that, which goes a very long way. I mean, for a vehicle that is very expensive, like $1, $2, $3 million, pretty nice. And this works with a lot of things. I know if you stock Los Angeles Customs, I think you get a free paint job, and it's just very nice. And I think you can only stock them once, so you may want to just keep that in mind. But once you do, you will actually get quite a bit of money. And this isn't really a way to make money, but this is just an easy way to save money. Another way is to actually go sell cars. Now, if you go into a GTA Online free roam, you can actually sell cars. Now, these are once every 48 minutes. It's around there. So, once every 48 minutes, you can sell a car. Now, these are based off of a percentage of how much the car is worth online. Now, you can't sell, let's say you find a Coquette off the street. You can't go sell that. You also can't modify that. But if you find there's a few cars that you can sell for about $8,000 to $9,000 pretty easily. One of those is the Felon. Also, the Felon GT will sell for the Felon GT sells for $9,500 if you don't crash it or anything. Which, if you do crash one of the vehicles that you do sell, it will take off a few $100s. A Baller is very good, and there's also a vehicle called the Oracle. That's also a very nice vehicle to sell. The Xeon Cabrio is very good. Just overall, there's lots of vehicles in GTA Online. If you find a vehicle and you're like, oh, this vehicle is pretty good to sell, I'll go sell it. it's not like an easy way to make money in a way, but if you are in free roam and you just see like a felon driving around, go sell it. It will give you a bit of money, and it's just very easy to sell it. Another way to make money is daily challenges. Now, these are one of the newer additions to GTA Online, and these will actually give you lots of money. Now, daily challenges, I have a video on them. If you want to go check it out, there will be a link in the description to it. But the way you make money with these daily challenges is every day you'll get 3 new daily challenges. These can range from like participate in a capture, or blow up 20 cars, or go get 3 stars, wanted level, or go modify a car. They're just very easy small challenges that if you do all 3 in a day, you will actually get $25,000, and I think it's about 3,000 RP. And if you do these for 7 days, if you do these for a whole week, all 3, you will actually get $100,000. Now, if you do them for 28 days consecutively, you actually get $500,000 added on to all the money that you made from those 28 days. So basically, you're gonna get a lot of money. These give you lots of money. Now, you do have to do them for consecutively, so it's not like, oh, if I do do 2 days and I skip a day, and I do if I do the rest of the days, I'll get the $100,000. It's not like that. You have to do it each day in a row. But another way to make even more money this way is to you can basically double how much money you can get from this. And if you go into GTA Online PC, if you make a second character, not a second account, just a second character. So if you go to like I think if you go to swap character, you can actually make a new character. If you do that, you actually get 2 different daily challenges for each character. Now, you can actually do both in a day. So let's say you do the daily challenges, you do 3 daily challenges for one on your main character. Well, if you have a second character, you can actually do the daily challenges on your second character. Like, you'll actually put it in your bank account, which you can share between both characters. This is a very easy way to make money, and overall, it's just a very quick way to make money. It's very fun, it's different, it's something that you can do very quick. And if you do them for 28 days, I mean, you're going to get $500,000, and if you do it for both characters, you can make a lot of money in GTA Online. So that's about it for this. These are just a few tips on how to make money. They're not like the most game-breaking tips. It's not like you're going to make millions and millions of dollars in just a day. But they are pretty easy ways to make money. And if you put the time in and you grind out, you can make a lot of money and buy a lot of things in GTA Online. Also, another thing I will want to say is, if you haven't checked out my tips video on this, and if you haven't checked that out yet, then you may want to go check that out. I talk about a few ways to start out GTA Online, so if you want to make sure that you are in a good position for GTA Online, then you may want to go check that out. And I would, I do talk about a few vehicles and a few things that you should buy in the tips video for PC players, which you can go check that out. There will be a link in the description. So, if you have any other ways to make money in GTA Online, then let me know in the comments. But hope you enjoy. Feedback is always appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video.